Hey everybody, today we are traveling all the way to Iceland where we are welcomed by Daði. He is representing Iceland at the Eurovision Song Contest 2021. How are you today?
I'm very good. How are you?
How does it keep getting better? Every day I'll find some new way to prove the time we spent together. Simply feels good.
Review. I would like to start asking you about your background in music. So, how did music come about in your life?
My mom and dad, they met in a marching band. So mom was like a flutist and my dad is a drummer. So music has been part of my life for a very long time. And I started like going to drum lessons when I was 6 or 7, and then took piano lessons, and then got into electronic music when I was, I don't know, 16, 17, and here I am.
So let's rewind a little bit. In 2020, you were supposed to represent Iceland at the Eurovision Song Contest, but then the contest got canceled for the first time in history due to the pandemic. What have gone through your mind when you first heard the news?
I kind of knew that something was going to happen already, like because that it was at least going to be changed in some way, because everything was closing down, like in the world. So it wasn't that much of a shock, but it was annoying just because like we were ready to go to Eurovision. We were like excited to actually go and try and like experience what Eurovision is. So it was that part was annoying, but for the song, for the sake of the song, I wasn't too sad about that. It was just I wanted to go to Eurovision.
Were you expecting to be asked again by RUV to represent Iceland at next year's Eurovision?
Yes, I think so.
You are actually joined by your group, Gagnamagnið, for Eurovision. Can you explain what kind of magic bonds you together and what importance they have to you as your supportive group?
They're just a fun group of people to do stuff with. Really, like it's my wife and my sister, and then some friends. Like we're not a real band. We're just a group of people that is fun to be around. I think.
You wrote and produced your two songs, Think About Things, last year, and 10 Years in 2021. So the last year's song was dedicated to your own little daughter, while this year's song is dedicated to your wife. So I'm wondering why you decided to bring that family love to your Eurovision songs.
They're like the most important thing in my life. So like that's where I draw the most inspiration. So I would say very, very important.
What was like the creative process of going through the production of your song 10 Years?
I started making like a few demos. Like some of them were almost a song, and some of them were just a bass line and maybe and not even anything else. But then after making like 12 of those, I found the bass line to 10 years, and after that I started like really feeling that was the song that I needed to continue with.
At what moment did you feel that that was the right song to submit to Eurovision?
I knew very early on after I started writing it. Like I felt like it fit Gagnamagnið very well. It was, I think, true to our aesthetic from last year, but not like being too similar or the same. And like it was respectful of the voters from last year that voted for Think About Things, and it was a fun song to make, and that's usually my biggest criteria. Like, am I having fun making it? Then people might have fun listening to it as well.
We have seen your music video for 10 years, and there's actually some things that remind us of the Japanese culture, Power Rangers. The visuals are really very quirky. Are you thinking about bringing those sort of inspirations and elements to your staging show in Rotterdam?
No, the video is very different from what we are going to present on stage.
Can you share any details of what you're planning to do on stage?
I can say that there are new costumes and new instruments, and we are using the stage. Like the song is the structure of the song is made for the performance and the video. So yeah, that's it.
So we are a Portuguese fan-based community, and we are wondering, have you ever been to Portugal already?
I have actually. I've been twice. I was playing at like Icelandic parties that were there.
And do you know any of the Portuguese songs that have participated in Eurovision?
Yeah, of course. I can't say the name of the song, but Salvador Sobral. Yeah, that was my favorite from that year.
We've gathered some questions that were made by our members, and one of them is he actually wants to know what is your all-time favorite Icelandic entry in Eurovision, except obviously for 10 years.
Except for 10 years, then I'll say it changes a lot, but it's usually like between Sylvia Knight, Congratulations.
Congratulations, I have arrived. I'm Sylvia Knight and I'm shining so bright. Eurovision nation, your dreams coming true.
And Jónsi's Heaven. I think Heaven by when Jónsi went is very underappreciated.
Blend with my blue, those colors of you. Please help me see through.
Wow, that's a surprise. They are actually very different from one another. And generally speaking, and who are your favorites from the past in any country?
Yeah, that also changes a lot. I think I've gotta say Divine by Sebastian Tellier was a big favorite of mine for a long time, and then the obvious Euphoria.
Thank you so much for making time for this interview. We wish you all the best for Eurovision in May. Hopefully, we'll get to see you in Iceland next year. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.